Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour. My name's Tim Bankhurst, joining you from the Wayside Athletic Club just outside Boston, Massachusetts. We were just allowing our announcer and tournament director, Stuart Solomon, to introduce these players. It's pretty loud on that speaker, so we didn't want to infract any copyright laws with the music being played. So here we are. Doubles semifinal. Mendez and Munoz in the white. Centellas and Vargas in the black. This will be an interesting one because Munoz and Centellas and Vargas all play for the same country, Argentina. So here we are. We've got Munoz playing against her teammates. My name's Tim Baggers, joined for this match by our commissioner, TJ Bomba. TJ, always fun watching doubles at the end of the day.
It is, and two good doubles matches coming up here. And we got a front row seat. Wide open down the line, and Vargas took advantage of that.
All four of these players are out of the singles tournament. Mendez losing to Longoria in the quarters. Vargas losing to Mejia in the semis. Munoz in the round of 32s, as did Centellas. Those were upsets.
Yes.
Although I don't think Centellas was an upset on paper.
Oh, she lost to Cheryl Lotz in the first. Yeah, I mean, those two are very similar game styles. Lotz was playing very well this weekend.
She was. Munoz, a surprise upset by Camila Rivero, who showed up on tour, the young junior, and so good.
So talented. And of course, Camila Rivero has, Valeria Centellas had just told the referee the ball hit her on the way up, so they're going to replay this. Camila Rivero has visited us on tour before, not many times, but we've seen her, and she's very successful as a junior world champion. So
yeah. In 18s and 21s.
Yeah, so very good to see her stepping back on tour a bit.
We hope to see more of her and Annie Sanchez, who had a good weekend as well.
Also said Annie Sanchez, so fun to watch some of these young players get better and better as they've joined on tour, and you can tell who's been putting the work in.
A lot of people questioned the decision to take Mendez out of the partnership with Vargas and put Centellas with Vargas, but we saw in January in Arizona that it was quite successful.
Yes, and it's not the first time that Argentina has mixed things up as far as their doubles team goes, so it's a good hold by Centellas, who's about to whack Carla Munoz, who had no more room to back up. She was all the way plastered on that wall. You know, a couple years ago in Kansas at the teamroot.com Supermax LAN, we had Natalia Mendez and Valeria Centellas pair up, and they won it. So that was their first doubles win, and they since then have mixed it up a few times. Oh, double fault. You don't see that too often, but.
I was just looking at the draw from Arizona. Centellas and Vargas beat Scott and Lawrence. Herrera Mejia, the 1 seeds, and then lost in the final to Longoria and Salas in 2 close games. Salas not able to be here this weekend,
Yeah.
and Longoria electing not to play doubles.
Yeah, Longoria having a little bit of knee trouble after Mexican Nationals, and chose not to play doubles. Salas had an opportunity coming in here to pair up with Brenda Laime. Unfortunately, Salas just couldn't make it happen to get here this weekend.
I thought Laime was going to play with Key.
She was, and then Key dropped out, and Laime needed a partner. Anyway, it all worked out for Laime and Barrios, who are paired up this weekend.
That's right, Laime and Barrios will be in our second semifinal. Not a bad switch. Oh, I can't have Samantha, I can't have Michelle. Oh, Brenda,
I took
you're a pretty decent doubles player.
I mean, that's a testament to Brenda Laime, too, who wouldn't want to play with her. Like
Backhand by Centellas puts that away.
Really like the contrast in outfits here.
I
You
do
can
too.
really tell whose team is who. Makes it easier on our viewers at home.
Nice call from Vargas to tell Centellas, Mia, mine, and rips the forehand winner.
Yeah, I was just going to comment on how much you hear the communication going back and forth between both teams. Crucial in doubles. You have to talk to your partner.
That time Centellas mishits it. Half out.
What a dig. That was an excellent serve by Centellas.
Wow.
Wow. That was a killer. 39 feet. She blasted it into that front right corner. Love it.
Munoz with the spot winner. And that will be a replay coming up. Mendez holding up because Centellas was right there. That looks, yep,
Yeah.
It did go above the 12-foot mark. As a consequence, loss of rally by Mendez and Munoz. A little too low from Centellas, who's not been playing much because she was out in round one in singles and then has had one doubles match.
Yeah.
So this is her third match, and yet some yesterday played four.
I'll say. It's a tough draw this weekend. Oh, and she got, wow.
I think you heard the squeak of skin on floor.
Yeah, I'll say. But got amazing effort there by Carla Munoz. Well done.
Smart shot from Mendez. Vargas wants an avoidable hinder. Could appeal it, doesn't. Looks to her coach, but her coach can't really coach because Mendez is on the other team.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, I was going to say, could you answer a question like that? Maybe.
TJ, this tournament has the traditional format of finals on Sunday. Some tournaments, it's on Saturday night. What determines, great shot, Centellas, what determines how you run the tournament in that format? Because some players will be like, I don't want to play 4 games on Friday.
Right. So as far as Boston goes, you know, tournament director Stuart Solomon and I have already talked about next year possibly making this event Thursday through Saturday for the pros, because this club is a fantastic club for racquetball. The crowd's great, but there's just 4 courts here, and so it would be nice, especially if we get a big turnout again like we did this year, to have extra time to schedule those matches. It also would allow for more amateur players in the event, because they have to cut it off.
Right.
They can only allow a certain number because of the limited courts, but that would give the amateurs a whole other day to schedule. So really, to answer your question, it really comes down to working with the tournament director and seeing what is best for each event.
I learned talking to Tony Prater earlier that it's interesting how it's run up here with amateurs. There's,
oh, ouch.
My gosh, I think it hit the racket. That looked very wide. Take another look, everybody. It looked like it was going beyond cross court.
I'd have to see that again. I was looking at the wrong screen.
I'm glad Centellas is okay.
So close.
Well, avoidable hinder was overturned, so it was an avoidable hinder.
Really close call there. You know what I mean? I really could have argued either way. As far as rules go, an avoidable hinder, the shooting player needs to be allowed to take the straight in and the cross court shot. Question on that, was Centellas out of the way enough to the left to give the cross court shot, and Carla just hit a little wide. You know, a judgment call by the referee for sure. Tough ball, just
Very tough.
died back here in the right corner.
Yes, as I was speaking with Tony Prater, he talked about how tournaments up here run a division one day and then a different division the next day, as opposed to both at the same time over 2 days.
Right, actually what they do is schedule singles on Saturday and doubles on Sunday. We actually tried that in Maryland. Stuart Solomon also runs the Christmas Classic in Maryland now. And we tried that, and it was so different. There were really mixed reviews about, some people really liked it because they didn't have to commit a whole weekend, and some people were like, nah, I missed watching the pros on Saturday because they only played doubles. So, yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. What I did when I ran tournaments was, I'll let this point finish. Skip ball from Vargas. I ran them by division. So instead of, we're going to run singles on Saturday, doubles on Sunday, or we're just going to run everything on Saturday and go through a traditional draw, I would start by a division. So D played, and then C played. And that way it allowed those players to allocate a specific time that we do this and we're done. Because if you're a C player and you play singles and doubles, you could be there all day on both days.
Yes. Yeah, it's that's very common for outdoor tournaments. Schedule like that. They schedule a start time for a division, and then you just keep playing until that division's done.
It's done.
And then you go play another division. So it is. It's something. It's an interesting question when we talk about the sport of racquetball and how do we evolve and make it, you know, get more people to play again, and maybe that's another alternative or another option for tournament players that don't want to come in an entire weekend.
So one disagrees, one agrees on the appeal for an avoidable hinder. It goes in the favor of Munoz and Mendez. They're down 5-9. I don't think there's any perfect system for tournaments.
You're right.
And
You're
I
right,
think
for sure.
as long as the explanation is clear.
Yeah.
You know, personally, I don't like playing a match. When I say didn't. I was just checking my USAR ranking earlier today. 2022 was my last tournament. I'd see if we can catch this on replay again. Watch Munoz here. Centellas jumped, but that ball looked like it cracked out.
No, I think I don't know. I might err on the side of a replay just because she was in the vicinity, but.
All right, TJ, looks like we got another call coming out. You tell me. Munoz, to me, looks like she is right through the middle.
But she jumped too, and it's hard to tell sometimes when the player doesn't take the shot.
Yeah. But if you take the shot, you're going to pepper one of your friends.
Also true.
Oh my gosh, see. You feel like if Vargas holds up there, it is an absolute avoidable hinder. Mendez going over to Munoz saying, hey, a little heads up on that would be nice.
It's skip off.
Yes, so going back to tournament play, it's hard to play at 9 a.m. and then wait 3 hours and play another game, and then wait 3 hours and play another game.
Yeah, I guess on the other side of that, if you're playing a very intense match at 9 a.m. And it's intense and you're wiped out, you want to stretch, recover, eat something, and be like rested and fueled again for your next match. So, I mean, there's pluses and minuses to both.
That's why there's no perfect setup.
Right.
I'll tell you what, as I aged, I would tell you that I preferred to get everything done in one day, because the next day, getting out of bed was always a challenge. So the Canadian Nationals used to run singles first and then doubles, or vice versa. I don't remember which was which. And one of the issues they had with that was some of the players would get injured. And so they're trying to qualifying for their team or something like that. And so they would be wiped out from battling their way through a division and then go into the next division and not be
Start all
able
over
to
again. Need to play. Yeah, it's interesting.
Cracks on the right side for Mendez. Munoz and Mendez are right there, but they're just not right there on the scoreline yet. 10-6. Speaking of Canada, a nice Canadian contingent here.
Yes, very nice young players, Chloe and
Juliette.
Juliette.
And, There's a male junior whose name I can't remember.
And Ophelia.
Ophelia,
as well.
yeah.
Thought for sure we'd see Frédéric Lambert here this weekend. She was here last year, so.
I think some of these players are here as well because Veronique is here coaching the Argentinian team, and that's where she's from.
Well, then it's not far for some of these players to get to Montreal. I think it's only about, what, 3-hour drive from here?
Right. Well, I was going to say some of her family are here
Yeah.
and are playing. And so it was an opportunity to come see.
Great.
You know, I don't know if it's sister or daughter, but so it's been kind of neat to see them here. In fact, Ophelia's mom came up to me and said, "I apologize for staring at you." I'm like, what? Staring at me? You were staring at me? I couldn't figure out where I heard your voice before, and I figured I must know you. Mendez
yeah, I
looks like,
understand.
oh, what are you talking about? I was way out of the way. I don't think so.
I understand why Vargas held up for sure.
Another skip from Vargas. Vargas doing what she did in the semifinal, which is, I think, going for a little too much, trying to swing a little too hard. It's a good shot from Munoz.
Yeah, I could say Munoz is, I mean, aside from a couple skip balls there, she's really ripping the ball this game.
Oh, yeah. Take another look at this. Look at Mendez. Like, how am I supposed to swing past my opponent? I would have given an avoidable hinder.
I love the shoulder shrug.
Yeah,
like, what's your problem?
I wasn't there.
That sounds like something I do playing on Saturday morning. Like, what? But all friendly here in this match. These players all get along very well, and as do most of the tour players.
Oh, what a wide angle from Munoz. Playing very well at the moment.
She is. I'd be inclined to say that maybe stay away from her forehand at the moment.
That's a nice shot. The time from Vargas stops the momentum. 3 points away from game one. Here comes the timeout from Mendez and Munoz. We're going to do the same. We're here at the Wayside Athletic Club. Back in a moment. We're back in game one, 12-7. That's a great shot. And I was literally about to tell you, TJ, I don't think Centellas gets as much credit as a doubles player as she should. She's very consistent, especially on the right side. Doesn't skip very often.
I agree with you. I thought she played really well in Arizona.
And holding her own on that right side against the much more experienced Carla Munoz. Game point. Mejia Herrera coming up next, the 1 seeds.
And they'll take on
Barrios.
Brenda Laime and Angelica Barrios.
Bolivia against Mexico. Replay coming up. Herrera Mejia have not been playing well over the last couple of tournaments. Even yesterday, they somehow scraped their way in, but it wasn't comfortable.
They had a battle last night.
They really did.
The Guatemalans.
I thought they were a bit fortunate. So Mendez skips that one, and first game goes to Vargas and Centellas. We're going to a break. We've got 2 minutes. We'll be back to find out who wins game 2. And we're back in, everybody. Game 2. Oh, wow. That was interesting. Very interesting. Look at how Munoz finished that on the knees going cross court. Not something she practices every day, I'm sure. Both teams stopped on that one. Court hinder. What a reach. Vargas is feeling it. Called off her partner to take that forehand over on the right side. Smart shot, wide angle from Centellas. Munoz buries that one for a half out. Skip off from Vargas. If Vargas could just take 10% off of how hard she hits it, I'm sure that those would be rollouts rather than skips. She does go for broke.
Yeah.
There's a good example.
I was going to say, that's not her game, though, is it? Did that bounce first?
Yeah, I don't know if it was a wet ball. I mean, I saw the ball deviate abnormally. Yeah, it really skidded in.
Or did she hold and take a half swing? I'm not sure.
Maybe take a little off the backhand. Forehand, Maria Jose free to swing, because that one's on point.
Yeah.
That's really good. Centellas was right there, and almost it was too easy.
Really good court coverage.
She
and
knew where it was going.
Watched. She really was in the right spot.
You have to give credit to the Bolivians, Argentinians who make the travel up from South America. Yeah. It's such a long trip, having done it ourselves back in 2019.
Oh, she just went the wrong way on that one.
Yeah, I don't think Munoz is going to argue this one.
Oops. I think she thought Centellas was going to take it, but yeah, sometimes you just got to say thank you for not swinging.
Nice shot, Centellas. Felipe Mercado, Bolivian coach, sent me a message, wanted to remind everybody, they also have matching knee pads, do Centellas and Vargas. They probably bought a pair and split one.
Well, yeah.
Munoz puts that away for a half out. 1 serving 2.
A little switch of sides. We'll see how this strategy plays out.
One of the challenges, TJ, as you well know, is as a partnership, you have to work well together. And part of that is almost assigning a captain of the team, a decision maker on the team, a leader of the team. It's excellent from Centellas. And part of it with Vargas and Centellas, I feel, Vargas can be that leader. Whereas when Vargas was in with Mendez, you weren't quite clear who the person in charge was.
I always thought it was Mendez when they played together, as far as Mendez would call who was taking what.
And I agree with you, but I don't think that was maybe what Vargas liked or wanted.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Because these two are playing very well together, where Vargas is the clear, you're the junior, younger player, I'm the more experienced one. I'm going to take those extra balls.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a matter of game styles. As far as who plays well together and who doesn't. You know, sometimes you get on a court with somebody and you're like, why? This does not feel right. I know I have that experience of times where you're like,
yep.
feel like you're in the same place all the time.
You mean when you and I played doubles together? Is that what you're saying, TJ?
No, I wasn't referring to it. We only played it one time, but I wasn't referring to that. But I just mean in general, I play doubles a lot now. And sometimes it's really easy to play with some people and not with others.
I don't know.
Might
be worth an appeal.
Looks like there's no argument there, but. Yeah, Centellas puts that one away. Big lead here for Vargas and Centellas, and they are going to call a timeout.
We're doing the same. Back in a minute.
I'm Carl.
And we're back live with you. Vargas serving at 6-1.
That's a nice flat shot from Natalia Mendez. You saw in the commercials there, the Gearbox commercial, you saw Carla Munoz and playing for Gearbox. Gearbox, an official sponsor of the LPRT. Thank you to Gearbox. But you saw a little bit of a head commercial as well. Head and Penn, the official ball of the LPRT. Thank you to our sponsors. Wow.
Dang. Vargas. Backhand, shoulder high, splat winner.
Same thing Carla Munoz was doing on that right side. That right forehand pinch. deep in the court. Whoa.
So let's take another look, TJ. This is where I would appeal and ask for a replay due to a screen. Vargas had no idea that was coming.
Where the ball was.
Mendez was
barely got out of the
right.
way. Yeah, that's a fair question.
Perfect ceiling ball has to be replayed.
Yeah, I mean, so if it changes direction, yes. If it just makes a noise and doesn't slow down or drop down, then they should just keep playing. Referee saw a change in direction there.
The other thing that has changed for Vargas is she's now playing the backhand side, and for so many years was playing the forehand with Mendez.
Good dig.
Should be a replay.
Yeah.
Long rally. You can see Centellas trying to get to that ball, and Munoz just happened to be in the way. 6-2. Oh, two-handed. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Let's take another look, everybody. This was a unique shot from Vargas. Yeah.
She was just digging
it out. Oh, I don't know about this.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree with the referee on that one. That ball came off the side wall.
But I go back to game one and just with the consistency of if you're going to call that one with somebody in the middle, you have to call all of them like that. Because remember, Munoz had a replay that she was in that position earlier in game one, and it was a replay.
Oh, I felt like they were. I felt like there was a difference of angles, I guess. I thought this one was pretty obvious that there was no cross-court shot available.
A serve from Mendez, who hits a lob that just dies on the back wall. It's a bit wild and crazy.
Some high balls in here, aren't there? Fantastic gets, that's going to be another replay. Some scrappiness. Fun to watch.
Just catches that sidewall and slows down.
Yeah. So we just like that, we have a 1-point game after a big lead for Vargas and Centellas. Mendez Munoz really finding a groove and fighting back.
Vargas says, watch this though, backhand splat winner. Look at this.
Another really out of the world ball. They're launching some too, aren't they?
Vargas wins the point, but I'm not sure that's the right decision to come over and take that ball. I felt like Centellas was handling those return of serves without too much issue. Nice shot.
Yeah. Munoz drills another forehand for the put away. I feel like Mendez is keeping them in the rallies, but Munoz is ending most of these points for the white team.
Nice.
She did it again. That's got a groove going there with that deep pinch.
Yeah, Vargas really wanted to attack that lob serve, but couldn't. Had to backpedal, and that's set up for Munoz. What a shot. Take another look at this. Vargas was thinking about holding up and then kind of sort of pushed it to the front wall as kind of a
control.
Yeah, just a wreck shot, and it worked. Wow. Forehand pinch winner from Vargas this time. Munoz puts it down. I think the pinches are open for Vargas and Centellas. Munoz and Mendez are standing deep in this game. Not that time, Centellas. 6 serving 8. Mendez has to hit that sidewall on the lob serve to get that nick. If she doesn't,
Big setup for
then Vargas just really attacks it. Mendez typically likes that on the backhand side. Most people would say that she's better on the backhand than forehand. I'm surprised she ran to the forehand on that one. And then Munoz with a big skip.
I tell you, commentators curse. You mention their name, it's something they do well, and then they flub the next one or two.
I've been telling you, TJ, the players should be paying us because We can certainly predict the future by doing the opposite of what we say. 9-6. I'd like to see that one again.
I can't even tell.
One disagrees, one agrees.
What do you think? That's so close.
I'm going to call short.
Okay.
It was close.
Yeah, really close.
A menos que los dos jueces estén de acuerdo, no se pierde la apelación. O sea, hasta ahorita nadie ha perdido apelación. No. Si los dos jueces hacen así, se pierde la apelación. Ahorita Naomi hizo así, entonces no se pierde la apelación. Sí.
No, los dos tienen que ser así para que la apelación no se...
No.
¿Desde cuándo es eso?
Desde siempre la IRF.
So there's some confusion about whether an appeal can be lost with one agree, one disagree, according to my limited Spanish.
Pues lo puedo preguntar, pero lo que yo tengo entendido es a menos que los dos...
You're talking too fast for me to catch up. Muy lento, por favor.
All that said, we're in at 9-6. And
Yes.
this is one thing I feel like Mendez can really improve, and we saw it in her singles quarterfinal against Longoria. Putting the ball down, she rarely skips. She's a passer, not a kill shot specialist. I think that's a part of her game she has to get away from, is passing. She had opportunities there to win the point and didn't. So TJ, if you appeal something and you have one line judge agree and one disagree, the call stands. And so it's a loss of appeal.
It is a loss of appeal. Unless your call is overturned or it's replayed,
Right.
it is a used appeal.
And a replay comes from one disagreeing
One line
and
judge
one with a no call.
Call, right. It's like majority rules, 2-1. And if it's only 1-1 and one no C, then it's a replay. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vargas has got to trust Mendez.
I
I
was
mean,
just thinking the same thing.
Centellas to take that.
Great dig from Mendez.
What
a nice
a
little
long
bounce.
rally. Lots of great gets.
There's a kill shot from Mendez. Haven't said that very much in this match. Question for you, TJ. If you appeal a short serve, Skip Munoz, if you appeal a short serve, isn't it just a replay? If you...
Well, if the call is that, yes, it was a short serve, then it should be second serve.
Unless it was second serve, and then it's side out.
Side out.
Unless the call's overturned, and then it becomes whatever that serve was, either first serve or second serve.
Right.
So in other words, it's really timeout coming on the court. It really doesn't make sense to appeal a first serve unless it was
An
what
ace,
you
maybe?
perceive to be an ace,
Yeah.
right? The referee could have said, no, I called it before, and the player could have retrieved it. But if you think it was an ace, yes, appeal it. Otherwise, not really much value appealing a first serve to go to a second serve.
Although you will see it sometimes. Let's say the server serves and the receiver rolls the ball out. And the server's like, no, you know what? I appeal. My serve was short.
We saw that in our semifinals where a player hit a short serve and appealed their own short serve. So a lot of these things as well, the players need to know, because sometimes they don't know a rule and then get frustrated in the game about the rule rather than knowing. If they knew the rule, we wouldn't have this issue.
Well, I explained, I had a conversation with a gentleman here, a local gentleman, who had just had lots of questions about rules because he's been an umpire in softball and, you know, just an interest in it. And we had that same conversation. I said, you know, some of these players play LPRT rules, they play USAR rules, they play IRF rules, they play Mexican rules, or you know, they have these different, and sometimes they just, like, it's so much that they're like, what's the rule, which rules do we play? So to that, I get it.
Well, that's in part why we do follow almost all of the IRF rules.
Right, a little consistency for.
Right, because most of these players have played junior world championships or have represented their country at the adult level. What a dig.
Another one. Oh, good court coverage by Munoz.
Nice shot. What a get from Munoz again. These four are really going at it. This is a fun one.
A battle.
Glad no one got hurt on that effort, but Munoz had to show she could get there.
Yes. Plotting her effort.
And by the way, we should mention these rules that we follow may differ to USAR rules.
That's right. I was thinking about that too.
We don't take what we say as being what you should play in your country with your national rules.
Right. Even with talking about the appeals, the used appeals, there's a possibility that USA Racquetball may consider a used appeal different than IRF LPRT.
Yes. And I wouldn't know. I'll be the first to put up my hands and say I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know what that rule is. Munoz puts it away. Not out of this second game at 9-12. This appeals is one of those things that I was never good enough to be in a match that required my undivided attention on that rule aspect. Smart.
Yeah.
Half out.
Oh, good serve by Munoz.
You can see Vargas hedging over to the right side because she wants to take these. Oh!
Oh no! Oh no! That ball, that crack came out funny, as you saw there. Obviously.
Well, yeah. Initially, you were thinking, well, lucky Mendez, and then unlucky Mendez.
Yeah.
Vargas 3-shot rally, 13-10. Mendez Munoz, I think, thinking about a timeout. I'm not sure.
scorching pinch into the left corner by Vargas.
Was fabulous. Match point. First server. Mendez, Munoz having a chat. Not sure what that was about. Oh, had Vargas let that go, I think her partner would have had it. Oh, wow. Munoz rips it, puts it away, and saves the match point.
I mean, these are 4 powerhouse hitters here.
Yeah, they're not holding back.
No.
You got to replay that. You have to replay that.
Did you see how quickly Natalia Mendez took her hand down?
Yeah, yeah. Did she give a point?
So, referee saying, I made no call.
The question is, if Mendez had skipped it, would our official have still said, I made no call? You want to say...
Well, she would have tapped on the glass, right? I mean...
For what?
If she saw a replay. If she saw a hinder. But she did not. So she never stopped play.
Well, talk about not stopping play.
Yeah. Thought there might have been a 2-bounce skip, but you know what? The referee cannot see everything.
And she'll... I think this will be overturned.
Yeah.
Line judges overturned that one.
Speaking from experience, the same thing happened. I was reffing yesterday in a doubles match. I'm like, I couldn't. There was a serve that the player stepped in front of me. I could see nothing. I had to walk in the court and be like, what happened? All 4 players were, luckily we're very fair, and they're like, oh no, that was short serve.
This is a clever shot from Vargas, noticing how she had Mendez trapped on the wall, went down the back of the wall. Half out, 12-14. Mendez, Centellas skipped it. 13-14.
Look at that.
It's right now. You feel like it's right now.
Is this first server?
Centellas looking at the score. No, second server.
Second server.
Crucial rally.
Tough serve.
Wow.
Look at this. Are we going tiebreaker? Ooh, switch sides. Vargas is like, nope, I'm taking this one.
Yeah, I suspect if this Z comes in, Vargas is just going to rip it.
Or is Munoz going to rip one to the left side?
Oh, it didn't work, and Vargas skipped it. So, here we go. Tiebreaker, first to 11, win by 1. We'll be back in 2 minutes to find out who wins it. Well,
Oof.
what's your call, TJ?
Well, let's see. It
think
hit
it's-
her
I
in the
think it's-
shoe.
Yeah.
Again,
Some of the judges agree, but I think you would have to explain it to the official to say, I'm appealing the ball wouldn't have made the front wall, rather than I'm
just
appealing for a
appeal.
replay.
right. That happened so fast, and it was really hard to tell. I would agree in this. I probably would have called a replay as a referee, err on the safe side, because
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I think, yeah, that I was positive that skipped.
Yeah.
I think Vargas and Centellas need to go back to what they were doing, which was Vargas, stay on her side.
I agree.
Centellas, you got this. Oh!
I think it hit her first, and then she stepped
Let's
out.
take another look. Thank goodness for replay.
Yeah, I think she was
Just
still in.
about.
Yeah,
Just about. She was moving out, though.
she was leaning.
Lesson learned, Natalia Mendez.
Cracked ball, half out. Ripped right down the middle by Munoz.
Now we get the replay.
I thought it might have changed direction. There's
Sorry?
sometimes I thought that ball actually changed direction a little bit when it hit that light, but sometimes they hit the light, make a noise, and the players will throw their hand up even though the ball
Yes.
hasn't changed direction.
Yes.
I think it's just reaction sometimes.
Watch this again. Centellas and Vargas get stuck in the middle, both of them wanting to hit it, and somehow it worked out for them. This isn't the cleanest match we've seen, but it's certainly entertaining.
It sure is, and again, a lot of great digs, a lot of great gets.
And there's some nice play from
Incredible
Vargas.
pinches.
And I think that's where Vargas and Centellas can win, is through the pinch. Wow, Mendez, reverse pinch winner. Centellas. I don't think it was 2 bounces, even though the hand went up. Centellas maintained her concentration and buried that one. 2 serving 1. Well, we were scheduled for 7 p.m. to start our last match of the evening. That's coming after this one. Laime and Vargas taking on Herrera Mejia.
Yeah.
I didn't see much.
What's that?
Did you see much?
I saw that one slow down and kind of drop a little straighter down than might have been a better, might have created a bigger setup. So I think that needed to be a court hinder. Short serve.
Reach from Vargas.
I can't see the floor down in front of us because of our table. And I was like, Vargas dove and got that. And I'm like waiting
Yeah.
for her to get up.
A little slow to get up.
Slow to get up there.
This is her third match of the day.
Yeah. And she's had some tough ones today and last night.
Still swinging at 100% though. It made it somehow. Wait.
No, it
No,
didn't make
sorry.
it. It skipped. And not the greatest serve there from Mendez. A nice setup for Vargas.
Almost. Mendez had her had her racket. She was holding it like a paddle out in front with two hands. Couldn't get that to the front wall. Not that time, Vargas.
Yeah. I'd like to see them go back and play side to side and just trust that Centellas was doing so
She was
well.
fine.
Yes.
And the other thing I would say is because Vargas is itching to get over to the right side, this left side is open.
Wide open.
Not just down the line, but the pinch into the right
I
corner.
was going to say the same thing. It's forcing Centellas back a little bit,
Yeah.
and now you hear now we see Vargas over swinging, trying to do too much.
Trying to force it. 2 serving 3.
No, yeah.
If they are going to do this, if they're going to play this way, then Vargas needs to allow Centellas to move forward. If you're going to play like that, then do take 3 steps forward and cover the front.
Yeah, but I just feel like it takes a player out. Unless Centellas is injured for some reason right now, there's no reason to me that one player should be taking over like this.
Well, it affects them mentally too.
Yeah, because there was a long rally. Centellas is just staying out of the way, and she's not in it. She does best when she's aggressive and really covering the court.
job, Munoz. 5-3. Now that I'm okay with.
Yeah, it was
because it was to her. She didn't have to run across to hit that.
There's no reason for two doubles players to be in the same spot on the court. It leaves too much of the court open.
Nice idea, but second serve, ball was just a little long.
Oh, crazy bounce.
A little unlucky there, Munoz. Well done, Mendez. She read that one. It looked like Vargas's racket hit the back glass, and that affected her shot. And I think this is a wise timeout from Centellas Mendez.
I'm surprised they didn't take it a little earlier.
Oh, for sure.
Actually.
So they're going to take a timeout, and we're just going to take a break here and recoup. We'll be back in just a minute. 6-3. We're back in. It's 7-3. Correction on the score. Timeout worked. Half out. Centellas was on her phone during the break. Vargas didn't take long for that timeout. Never does. Always wants to get back in the court and carry on. This will be tricky. Nicely done.
Yep.
Jumping kill shot from Mendez. Nine three. Yeah, that time Mendez
She
stayed.
didn't move at all, did she? I don't think she even knew Carla was ready to serve. Joking, of course. Did she make that?
So there's going to be an appeal for 2 bounces. I think the line judges will agree with the
Yeah,
official.
I'm actually surprised Vargas didn't appeal the hinder.
Yes. She still could.
Yeah.
No more
No
appeals.
more appeals. Okay. I think she would have been better off appealing the replay hinder.
Match point.
I don't know what happened.
No,
I
it
actually
hit-
kind
it
of
hit
thought
Munoz
that's what I
racket.
thought. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay,
was.
so
It was a skip because
no,
it hit
I don't-
Munoz's racket
I
as it went through.
I don't think Carla Munoz saw that correctly. Yeah. So replay, which is I think what should have happened here.
So what's the call?
I think it should be a
Replay.
replay. They're going to appeal just because they have some replays, appeals left. Yeah,
Line
I
judges
would agree
agree.
with that. Came off the wall funny. It looked like she was going way across court. Not cross court, but way across court.
Still match point. Well, it was
Two bounce
good.
good.
It sounded like a skip from
Yeah, I
here.
think she just hit it so hard and hit the crotch.
Well, and you can see on the front wall, there's that line at the bottom that looks like it's been filled in that creates a different sound.
Oh, wow.
Surely an avoidable hinder, TJ.
Yeah, I
was
would
straight
say,
in.
I would say so.
It was given.
Oh,
Ace.
ace serve cracked by Centellas.
Tell you what, your teammate, you hit your teammate like that, you have to feel bad about it.
We've had a lot of those this weekend. I don't know what it is. If it's some weird bounces on this quarter, just the nature, I don't know. It just seems an unusually large number. We don't usually have that many hits. And they don't have any. So a referee called. I get why she might have thought it kind of bounced funny.
Yeah.
Sounded a little weird.
I think it was good, but I'm surprised they don't have they already used both their appeals?
No, but got to move on.
They've used 3 appeals in this 3rd game. Munoz puts it away. Wasn't the cleanest shot, but it worked. Match point again. Reminder, players get the same number of appeals in a tiebreaker as they do in games 1 and 2.
She almost got hit, didn't she?
Yeah. Vargas seems a little despondent at the moment. She's not out of it. It's 10-5. Half out.
What a nice pass.
The Z serve wasn't that great that time, and Centellas able to step in it. They saved, is that 4 match points? Well, 3 plus a replay. It's a great shot from Vargas. Notice that they've switched over so that Vargas is serving to Munoz. Munoz slowing things down. They're asking if they have a timeout, and they do. So it gives us a chance to remind you we have got one more match coming up this evening. Herrera Mejia, the 1 seeds, will be taking on Laime and Vargas. 2 Bolivians against 2 Mexicans. It should be a lot of fun. Hope you stick with us for that. But everything to play for right now, TJ, in this match.
Yeah, I mean, Vargas and Centellas chipping away at it, getting back in this game. Mendez Munoz just need 1 more point.
And of course, join us tomorrow for the finals, our singles final. Longoria Mejia, a repeat of Arizona.
Yes.
Just a couple months ago, where Mejia claimed the title in 2 very close games. She's going to be trying to do it again over the world #1.
Nicely done by Centellas.
So the timeout didn't work that time.
7 serving 10. I thought that was...
No, I thought she got it. No appeals remaining. Did you think she had it? You have to say, TJ, you can't nod your head. They can't see it.
I don't want to, you know, I hate, you know how I am. I hate to do it because I know how hard that job is at home to do.
It's so hard. Refereeing is so hard.
Yeah, I don't care what the keyboard warriors say. It's hard. It's a hard job.
Oh, Mendez with a soft touch. But that's why you only appeal when you really need to. What a get.
She almost took one to the face.
Oh, that's effort from Maria Jose Vargas to stave off another match point. 4. This is number 5.
Yeah, you got to admire the fight and the mental tenacity. Just digging deep and staying in it.
Vargas hits another.
Yeah.
Mendez hoping for I don't know what. Maybe hoping it was skipped. But the shot was kind of an inside out scoop, and so it sounded a little different.
Ooh.
Skip Munoz, 8-10.
What a fight to get back into this match.
It was 3-10, wasn't it?
It was.
Half out, loose serve from Vargas. Confidence booster for the Chilean. We've been at this over an hour and a half.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure I heard Centellas say mine, and Vargas
said nope.
Whatever, whatever.
Look at this.
9-10.
Wow. I'm not sure what they're asking for there.
I don't know. Screen replay. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. It's match point
There's
for
no
Vargas
appeals,
and
right.
Centellas.
Second
What a
server.
turnaround.
Whoa! Oh my God.
Wow. Crowd are loving this one.
Yeah, most of the crowd right now. Yeah, all the locals and all the players out here watching. The next doubles team's getting ready.
This is tough. Wow.
Feisty
Match point
Valeria Centellas.
number 7.
You gotta love the fight here.
This is high drama. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're
In a
watching.
good way, yeah. Is this it?
She's out of the box, shouts one fan. You can feel the tension around us.
Yeah. Except for Mendez. Cool cucumber in there.
Oh, I don't know.
Yep.
Well, that gives a replay first serve. We'll see if Munoz goes back to the Z. Aiming for the jam. If she does, then Mendez needs to push forward.
Wow. Oh my gosh, did you see that?
Valeria Centellas. Not a bad serve. Vargas pushes it up, and then Centellas goes for broke and nails it. Oh my goodness.
My goodness.
Wow. What a match. What a match. Centellas and Vargas claim it. They were down 10-3. Vargas's whole body language was, well, this is over. But then point by point, saving 7 match points.
Yes.
They come back and win at 11-10.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of ebbs and flows in that entire match. A lot of good, we saw a lot of good, great gets. We also saw some crazy, like, high balls flying all over the place. But well done. Man, tough loss for Munoz Mendez. Good win there for Vargas Centellas.
And what an excellent match that was. We've got one more coming up. We're going to regroup. We're going to allow the players to warm up. I'm sure they're ready to go pretty soon. We'll be back for that one. Don't go anywhere.